Hi guys, so today I'm actually meeting a guy from Israel. His name is Ben, but he studies in the University of Bremen. And actually, I happened to meet him in the canteen, in the cafeteria. So today's topic is what are the top three reasons that he finds in Germany while studying, and of course, he likes to mention some of the disadvantages as well.
So first of all, I also speak German, but I think it's a great opportunity in Germany for foreigners who don't speak the local language, since there are many modules offered in English. Most masters here at this university, also in all other universities, they offer many modules in English. Some of the masters are completely in English.
So that's number one, right?
That's number one. Number two would be, of course, the
Affordability?
yeah, 100%. Because here I think I pay like around 350 euros per semester, and I get already the transportation inside my city.
Wow.
And many more attractions, so it's very cheap.
So you get a semester ticket where you can travel
All around Bremen, but also around the other region that's around Bremen, which is very big. Like I can go even to like 2.5 hours destination.
Oh, this is the best thing that you get in Germany. This is called semester ticket, and you actually can travel in the city. Also, you can travel close to 100 kilometers from Bremen. You can go to Hanover, Hamburg. You can go up to Osnabrück and Münster. To Netherlands, to Holland.
As
Right?
well as well
Yeah.
to some destinations there as well. So it's a great opportunity, like money-wise, because if you compare it to Netherlands, UK, like
It's pretty affordable.
It's very affordable. Yeah, I would say so.
The third reason,
The third reason.
the jobs and opportunities.
Yeah, definitely, because also as a student you can already get like some good trainerships, internships, but also right after you're getting graduated you can find many jobs here. People are aware that there are many foreigners who don't speak German as a native language, but still they have tolerance for it. So even if you're a foreigner and you're graduating, or even if, meanwhile you're doing masters or sometimes even bachelors, you will be able to find internships.
So what do you study here?
I study here information systems and management.
Wow.
With basically around finance, and I can say that there are so many opportunities. It's my first year studying, and I open my LinkedIn like
Oh.
and twice a week I get contacted.
Wow, nice.
If you do your LinkedIn profile pretty fine, then
Then you're getting calls, right?
yeah, there are opportunities here for sure, all the time. So it's very important. One of the last good things, maybe it's very specific to this university, is the administration. Everything which is structured on.
Yeah, man. What are the disadvantages you mentioned?
I would say that in Germany in general there are a lot of bureaucracy in every subject, but also at the university there are so many things you should apply, you should be aware of, very small details, but also the administration with the email, with the systems here.
It's quite slow sometimes.
It's quite slow, it's very complicated, it feels like a couple of years back, not so modern, but it's still fine. Like,
So they like to prefer a lot of paperwork and all.
as well, but also our email at the university, for example, or the connectivity to Wi-Fi, even like very fundamental things they feel like way back, like a couple of years back, not so modern, but it's a general thing in Germany, like
In
not
general, yeah.
only at the universities.
They're more bureaucratic.
Yeah, more bureaucratic, and technological systems here are not the most modern in Europe, but relative to other countries it's still fine.
Superb. And I think the weather also sometimes can be.
Weather is hard if you're coming outside.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to adapt. First of all, it's very unpredictable, but I think it's also relatively cold for un-European people. So that's also a thing you should consider. But I would say with the time you just learn what to wear. Yeah, and then you can kind of get used
Get used to it.
Yeah, exactly. But
Hi guys. So with me is Krian from Brazil and Stenia from Greece, and they are going to share their experiences good or bad. So they're going to start with good points about studying in Germany, and of course, there are always points that you should consider or you need to work on before you come to Germany. Maybe they like to actually explain that. Hey,
Hi, yeah.
So-
I am an Erasmus student, so I have been here for 4 months.
Okay.
And as you say, I'm from Greece. What I like about Germany is that, of course, in comparison to Greece, there are more resources, and when you have more resources, you can be, there are more opportunities for students to be creative and productive, and the environment is maybe a little bit more complex. So for some people, that would be better and more interesting. But what I also like about Germany, like as a way of thinking, is that there is all this diversity in this country, and you feel like you're more accepted. And especially for minorities, I think it's a very nice place because people don't really, look at you weirdly or whatever. You just
so they are more accepting people and they love diversity.
Yeah, I think I don't know if they love it or if they tolerate it. I know that just
No, I think that's also
there
a
are, you
thing.
can find love about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think about it? Yeah.
I mean, I think here in Germany, and especially in Bremen in the north, I feel like I cannot speak about all Germany, right?
Yeah.
But here I found that people just tend to just allow other people to be themselves the most. Well, you get a lot of judging and a lot of these like drama situations. I mean, of course, this exists here, but I feel like the openness of people and just like the passion that people put into the work, right?
And
is,
also,
very
like,
interesting stuff.
for example, you can find, for example, you can have like, for example, I know about students who have children, and some of them like, I know that some of them go to their classes, their lectures with their child, and I think that's very nice because you can afford to do that.
And no one judges.
It's like
Yeah.
you accept it. It's just
It's a
different
land
way.
of where opportunities are just very much given.
Yeah.
I feel like they embrace the uniqueness of people. I think that's also like a very the very mentality of university here is like that, right? Like you're supposed to be doing what you want to do and take your own paths, and like all the students are very open. I wouldn't know if all the last generations and the more conservative people which exist here are like that, but I think the environment of students and the campus and the people, the international students, they're very open to.
Cool. So
like,
from Brazil to
creative
Germany, what
perspectives.
was your biggest inspiration to come here?
I mean, honestly, I really always wanted to travel to Europe and just have new perspectives. I think traveling abroad and just like getting to know new cultures was a very objective of my life. And I felt very pressured in Brazil because I felt like I couldn't be myself in this because I went to private school as well. So I think this was
Many
this
conservative
was very
people,
very conservative people. I feel like here I found my place to like just have my own thoughts and ideas, and people would accept anyways. You can be whatever the hell you want to be here.
Guys, so do you also find the course fees, the tuition fees are very affordable here? That's why many people also choose Germany to study.
Well, for me as a citizen of the European Union, it's not expensive.
Yeah.
So I don't mind.
Yeah,
when it
for
comes to that.
citizens out of Europe, of course, it's really affordable because if you compare it with America, Netherlands, United Kingdom, Canada, Australia,
course.
if you look at the English courses, for example, personally, when I came and studied here, so when I compare my course fees of MBA Global Management, the cost of the tuition fee in America or in Canada is $25,000.
It's too expensive. Like
Absolutely.
in Greece, it's free. Here, it's almost nothing, and you have all those things here.
Absolutely.
The living wage.
Expense is also very good.
Expenses are so easy, so chill.
Absolutely.
Like, especially if you're a student, right?
So you're getting the student in Wohnheim where you can
Yeah,
stay,
yeah.
you can eat, and the Mensa
The
costs.
Mensa is good. I
Very
think.
Great,
cheap,
right?
yeah.
So you get.
It's good, I think.
I
Yeah.
think it's good. That's
No, it's very
So-
nice food.
So what are the challenges that you faced while studying here as a foreigner?
I mean, to adapt to the culture was very hard because when I moved here, I lived in a smaller town, and there it could be a little tough if you come from a different culture and you don't know how to adapt
okay.
specifically
Specifically.
to German and to the German mentality of like work and like
Everything has to be in order.
yeah, order.
Right, perfect.
I mean, of course, for your organization of life is very good, but sometimes you just have to also understand to keep your own personal things and personal culture in that, because sometimes they can like
Absolutely.
force you to change so much, but you don't
Yeah.
have to, right?
Yeah, I do
You can
understand.
find your people, you can find the kind of things that
Yeah,
you
this
like.
also happened with me because when I came here, I actually stayed in an Airbnb apartment and I could not clean the dishes on time. And the lady, she came at night and she said, "You are a fantastic person, but you need to improve on your organizational skills." Yeah,
Oh
so
my
that was like a little,
Yeah, it happens.
little hard for me initially, but I had great memories when I landed here in Germany. Someone actually helped me to put all my luggage in the train and also got all the luggage down in Hamburg.
Yeah, very helpful.
Yeah, I
people.
think in every country and in every culture there are people who are more strict or more
More-
helpful or whatever. So
Absolutely.
you can, you can think outside of the stereotypes in every country. You never know.
That's
So did you also have some memory like that, people helping in Germany, or you got something which you can mention?
Well, I live in Vege, so Vege, yes.
Yeah, WG is basically, it's called WG for you guys I'm watching. WG in Germany they call, because W is pronounced as W. So it's like shared apartment where you share with your mates.
flat share.
Right.
Yeah.
Flat share.
So I
yeah.
have 2 German roommates, and they're amazing, and they have helped me a lot. Those girls, and we're friends now. So from the interview already, I knew that I had some people, like my people in
Right,
Bremen
right,
already.
right,
And it's also
So-
about your own perspective, I think. If you see,
Yeah.
if you talk to people with like a very positive
openness,
perspective,
yeah,
openness,
yeah.
I think
Right.
everybody will just tend
doesn't
to.
want that?
And did you face any specific challenge here in Germany?
Because of Greece, you mean?
Or your like cultural differences or
Um,
struggle of doing something?
Well, again, because I hang out a lot with Erasmus people, you can find people who are more used to being more loud, or people who are used to being more chill or more moody, like again, stereotypically speaking. So you see who you match more with or whatever. But because Greece is again a European country, and I also used to live here before, that's why I mainly went to Germany. It wasn't such a big of a culture shock for me.
Yeah.
Maybe the food.
But I think I think for me, in like a very specific situation, for example, when I was having dinner with some German, well, not friends, but like they were the parents of my ex-partner.
Okay.
And we were in a restaurant, and I tend to talk loudly.
Okay.
And they were looking at me and
Weirdly.
like, why are you speaking so loud?
Yeah.
Yeah, this can
No,
happen.
this is my-
kind
this
of
is my thing,
This is
right?
annoying for me as well.
Yeah, and that's that.
That happens.
But you can also find
Yeah.
less conservative people
I think
that
I
are
just find it
that
weird.
wouldn't care so much
yeah,
about these.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can relate it well because I'm from India and we all Indians also, we like to talk loud, and we are just like Brazil, how people
Yeah,
Brazil.
yeah.
Like we like to have informal talks and we like to mingle much and do that. And what do you talk about the way they study, the teaching pedagogy? The course.
I think.
Does
if
it really
you-
help you? Is it practical?
Yeah, like again, for me it was just for months, and I had some difficulties because some of my courses were in German. So.
And
like,
may I know what is the course that you study here?
I studied integrated European studies.
Oh, okay. So is it more of
Uh,
culture or something?
Yeah, like here it's more of culture. In Greece, it's more the other one that I matched it with. My studies in
okay.
Greece are more about law, strategy, and war and stuff. So it's a bit more serious, let's say. But here, I like that they have what they call a seminar, where it's more interactive and you talk with other students and you
Right.
discuss topics. And I like that as a method, like pedagogically.
You like the pedagogy? And
Yes.
was-
I think they have like some. I mean, for the beginning of the bachelor's, I study economy. It was a very light experience because I mean we got the pandemic, and I was in school. I always like to learn a lot, so I was like always studying, and like I really I'm passionate about stuff. So in the beginning I was very motivated to do things, but I felt like some classes were superficial, and if you don't really care so much about some classes that you're taking, they're not gonna motivate you just out of spite. So
Okay.
you have to find your own motivation
But this
about
is
the
about
And what do you- what
university
course-
This
in
is
general.
about myself, I think.
Yeah.
It's not about the uni. I think people can have.
And what course you study?
economy.
Oh, economy. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But I'm gonna change. I'm gonna change now.
You're gonna
I
change.
found my other.
So are you also here for Erasmus?
No.
Oh, you're
No,
here
I
for-
am here for 3.5 years already.
Okay, okay. And did you do any kind of internship?
Not really. Not,
Not
here.
really.
But
no.
it's very easy to find internships here.
Internships, right.
People
But
find us like that, from what I have understood.
I mean, I could have.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your time, and I think it's going to help others who actually are willing to come here, so they might like to see and try to relate it.
Yeah, I hope that we help a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So
Bye.
thanks for watching, and please do subscribe my channel, The MBA Guy, in YouTube, and also I'm in Instagram, The MBA Guy 1. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much.